And all right, happy Monday. Happy first Monday of November. Happy election eve. Happy that the commercials will end tomorrow. Woo! I'm so excited. Oh my goodness, so excited. All right. Well, we happy new product launch month. We have so many things that we get to celebrate. And so Faith and I have a lot to share this evening. So I wanted to start with a quote that I heard on our director meeting. So every month, there's actually two director meetings that I attend. One is with Kansas City directors, and one is for the Sapphire National area. And on the Kansas City area, I heard this quote, and it said that you will perform 15% higher when you put yourself in the space of top performers. You will perform 15% higher. So if you're like, how can I perform higher in my business? Showing up to meetings with high performers will cause that performance to rise. It just what like you can't help it because you become like the people that you surround yourself with. So listen to this quote. Your performance will be 30% lower when you hang out with low performing people. I mean, is that pretty significant? Like, that's going to make you pause and think about who you sit next to at your next sporting event, your next, or like, should I show up on Monday? You guys, it is no surprise that when we look at our unit lists of top performers, that it is all of your faces, the ones that are showing up. So congratulations. Thanks for showing up. I told Tom, I said, this is, I love that, that I get to come from my house on a rainy night and it's dark. But oh my goodness, part of me was like, when is our meeting starting? It's got to be like 10 o'clock at night. It's so late. So thank you for showing up because it could be very easy to just snuggle in your couch and just kind of turn on the Chiefs game. Well, not everybody is watching the Chiefs on this screen. Um, our Lions won yesterday. Thank you very much. We're very proud of that. Um, and I'm sorry, you guys, I got my heart in two places. But it makes a difference, you showing up. So thank you for showing up. We are going to get started this evening with a couple of announcements. And I'm so excited about this first announcement because it is so smart. Our company has issued a challenge, and it is the exact challenge we all need. We all need this challenge. And it is the 61 Face Challenge. The 61 Face Challenge. Mary Kay is challenging all consultants to add 61 new faces to their customer base between November 1st and December 31st. 61 faces. And the top 61 consultants that have the most new customers, you're going to get a super fun pair of Gucci sunglasses and be announced to the Mary Kay world. But I'm telling you, if there's one thing you did, one focus that you had between now and the end of December, is 61 new customers. 61 new customers. You are going to, you track them. It's super easy. They need to be put on your Mary Kay customer list through the My Customers in touch, through the app, through your personal website, or the My Customers Plus app. And so it's like just going in, putting your customer in there and putting their order. It can be anything. They just have to be a brand new customer. Repeat customers that are like reordering, they don't count. New customers, new customers. You guys, can you imagine if at the end of the next 2 months you had 61 new customers? Let's say you had half of that. You had 30.5 new customers. That would be fantastic and a great way to kick off the new year. So that challenge has just come out from the company. So there you go. And so easy. I love it. I love that you just put them in and they're tracked. The company can track them all. So no extra anything. I love that. All right. The second announcement that we want to share this evening when you're adding all of those new customers, you are most certainly going to be a star consultant, which that quarter ends December 15th. And when you are a star consultant, oh my goodness, you're going to attend maybe one of the most exciting, at least the most sweet star parties we've ever had. And it is our sugar cookie baking and decorating night, which will be held Monday, December 16th. So you have to qualify by the 15th, and our party, our star party, is the 16th. So details to come, but achievers will receive a special cookie cutter to use for your sugar cookies. You can show up to the party with your own. We have a Mary Kay recipe. I have a really good sugar cookie recipe. Or you can just go to the grocery store and buy a pack of sugar cookie dough and bring it home, and we're going to bake together. So put that on your calendar, Star Consultant Party, second quarter Star Consultant Party on December 16th for everyone that is a star. All right, babe, take it away.
Oh, I couldn't figure out how to talk. That never happens to me. My audio button, I'm like, where is it? Ooh, I've never been at a loss for words. Oh my. Okay, everyone, we are so excited. I'm going to tell you right now about our upcoming events for this month. You know, Beth and I meet regularly to talk about the things that we offer to our units, different things, and the events that we do, because we really want them to be our whole purpose is number one, to teach new people how to do online events and how to social sell. And number two, it's so that everyone makes money. Everyone makes money. There are times though in months where we forget to invite people and, and we don't have anybody on. In that case, we're learning how to do online events, but no one's making money. And our number one priority is sales. That's number one. Our number one priority is that Mary Kay said, nothing happens until someone sells something. So we want to make sure we're capitalizing on the events we do together, just like we would any party that we book. We're not just going to book it and then ignore it until the day of and then show up hoping people turn up. No, we book the party. We coach our hostess. We get that guest list. We pre-profile people so that we've talked to them before the day that they're supposed to come. People are more likely to show up and get questions answered and build a rapport with you, their consultant. So we work the party. That way we can make as much money and serve as many people as possible. Just like that, our online events that we do collectively, that is the purpose, so that we make money. Our skincare classes online are basically the virtual way to do what we do in person. And our beauty bingo is a different twist on a face-to-face, so that people who come to our skincare classes have something else that they can join in on. They already know how to log in. They've already met you and your friends. And so they can come back again and get double entries into that drawing for $100 of free Mary Kay. So we want to make sure that we're capitalizing on these events, that you know what they are, what's going to happen, and that we know who our audience is for different events. So this month, next Monday is Beauty Bingo already. So tonight I will be posting on our Facebook, in our Facebook groups and in Voxer, the Beauty Bingo board and some wording you can use to invite people. This is something you're going to want to capitalize on because it's in 1 week. It is in 1 week. It's in 1 week. Okay. So our theme is, of course, going to be pampering everything. Skincare is going to be involved in that, but also all of our holiday products are going to be featured on that bingo board. So the wording is going to sound something like, oh my goodness, we're playing holiday beauty bingo. This is going to be so much fun. You're going to see what's new, what's trending this season, and you can even knock out some of your shopping while we have a blast together. And then you can invite them to our beauty bingo. So that's in 7 days, 1 week, 1 week. Okay. Our skincare class is in 3 weeks. That gives us 1 week to find hostesses. Maybe aim for finding 1 or 2 hostesses for that evening. And when you get your hostess, you can ask them for a guest list of who they're going to invite to our communal skincare class. You can let them know that the pressure's off them because we're going to have a few hostesses that night, and maybe we'll see which hostess, has the most attendees there, and we can recognize them, give them a little shout out. But we have 1 week then to find a hostess, 1 week for that hostess to give you a guest list and for you to pre-profile those people. Figure out what their skin type is. And then the last week, at the beginning of the week, we leave 1 week for the post office to get them their samples. Okay. So this week we book our hostess and get that guest list. Next week, we contact the guest list, the RSVPs, to see what their skin type is so we can send them their pamper pack. And then we shoot them all out in the mail. And then that last week, well, we just wait for the, hey, wait a minute, Mr. Postman, wait, Mr. Postman. And we're going to get the samples into their hot little hands. We're going to treat everyone like the queens that they are, and we are going to have some fun together. What we know is that when all of us get together, we have a blast. When all of us get together with our friends, we have a big blast. And then when all of our friends shop, we all have an extremely big blast because we all made some money to pay for your Christmas presents, to pay for your own self, to go somewhere you want to go with your special someone, or just by yourself if you're done peopling. So, but here's the thing. Both of those events, the recruiting for them starts now. So Beauty Bingo is one. Hey, if they're booked, turn that no into a yes for the skincare class. Okay. If you're like, Beauty Bingo's great, I can message people, that's easy. If you want to send them both invitations in the same thing, I have 2 really great events tonight or this month. I'd love for you to come to both, but just in case you're not available, which timing works better for you, and let them know about it. We want people at Beauty Bingo, all of our friends. We want new friends at Beauty Bingo. So here's something we're doing for our skincare class to get some new people. Skincare class, we're actually going to theme this month's skincare class. It's going to be self-care for women during the Thanksgiving week. When we are all juggling so much, we are going to have a self-care for women during the Thanksgiving holiday week. So we're going to get them their samples in advance so that they can have that beautiful pampering experience. We are going to talk about the hydrogel eye patches. If you are with you can hand deliver samples, maybe pop a pair of the hydrogel eye patches in there too. That way they can sample those. And we're going to give their skin a treat. We're going to give them a detoxing charcoal mask to pull all that sweat and turkey steam and stuffing steam that's in their faces. We're going to have them pull that right out of their pores. No grease is going to clog their pores. And we're just going to pamper them. Then their under eyes won't be so puffy for all of their pictures for Thanksgiving with their photos. And we are going to, we have some little perks that we're also going to offer. Everyone who comes live is going to get a little treat. We have more perks too, but everyone who comes live is going to get 10 questions they can ask around their Thanksgiving table that we think won't cause any family drama or arguments, but will just be fine family conversational fun. So that's going to be a little treat for everyone who comes live. Okay, so those are some things you can have in your arsenal when you're inviting people to these wonderful events. We want to see you on these events. We want to have fun with you. We want you to make money at these events. These events are there to fuel your business. So invite people. If for some strange reason you can't make it, you can still invite people. Let us know who's coming. We will take such good care of them, and we will be sure to help promote you and shopping with you while they're at the event. Okay. So that said, we do need volunteers for our bingo board. If you would like to take a square of the bingo board, I know we don't have the items to show you right now, but I'm curious. I'm going to put on the gallery view for a second, and I'm looking who wants to volunteer to take a square or two. I'm going to write your names down. Okay, see Amy, Erin, more. Okay, thank you, Christy and Erin. Ha, ha, awesome. I love it. Wonderful. If you're watching the recording of this and you're like, I want to do a square for beauty bingo, message me and I will get you in on that. If you're watching this and you're newer and you're like, what the heck is beauty bingo? Then talk to your director, either Beth or myself, and we'll fill you in on how it works. And we'll get you in on it when you're ready to lead. You'll just be in on it. Erin Moore has a question. Lay it on me.
So you said Beauty Bingo was going to be holiday products, but we
Mhm.
won't have those yet.
Well, it's not only holiday product.
Okay.
It's going to be well, and we don't ever only do holiday because we always feature skincare.
Right.
Skincare.
Okay.
It'll be skincare, holiday, and glam. And so Beth and I will have the holiday products. You're going to hear about those in a little bit. But the robustness of it is going to be skincare and our
Got it.
cosmetics.
Okay.
So holiday product, there's going to be like 4 or 5 squares. Excellent. Great question. Okay. Wonderful. I believe I am stick a fork. And I'm done.
All right. Well, we are going to show you those new products right now. And then we're going to hear from Erin Hildebrand and Amy Croft, each with some super important and helpful tips for all of us as we head into not only the rest of this month, but really planning for this season. So I'm going to show you the first product that is so fun, and it is the Satin Hands, a limited edition satin hand set. Look how beautiful the purple is. I mean, it's just so pretty. It's just so pretty. The scent is citrus lilac, and I think it's more lilac-y than citrus. We were demoing this at an event we had here last week, and it's lovely. It's a lovely fragrance. And what I love about the satin hand set, like I just pulled this out of my order, like that alone, you could give this to someone just like this and have it be a beautiful little gift. Put a little shred in there, put a little purple bow around the hand cream. Like you can dress this up so easily. So if you're not like, if you see some people's beautifully wrapped gifts and that intimidates you and you're like, I could work 3 hours unwrapping and it would never look like that. This is your going to be your best friend for gift giving if you offer that. So if you're like, I'd like to offer a gift giving service to my customers, I would recommend this as one of the gifts that you could give because it's just so beautiful. So this is the limited edition citrus lilac satin hands. And what I would encourage you to do, so if you are wanting to sell product, I think it's very important to have product to be able to show people. So you can simply get the hand cream if you don't want to buy the whole set. Get the hand cream, get it in your next order, like tomorrow, and carry this around in your purse. Ask for people's opinion. This is such an easy thing to share with people. Like you can be standing in line at the grocery store. If people do that anymore, they stand in line at the grocery store with people and say, hey, would you give me a little squirt of hand cream? What do you think of this? So everywhere you go, carry this hand cream around and get people's opinion. Let them know it's a part of a bigger set. All right, so this is a wonderful thing to carry around. If you get a whole set, take this around, go into the bathrooms. I remember picking my kids up from school when back in the day when I had little kids and I'd stand in the lobby and then like take moms into the bathroom. Like, hey, I have a new Mary Kay thing. Let's go in the bathroom and check it out. So at church, at the gym, after a workout, after Pilates class, you can pop into the bathroom and say, let me share this with you. Bring it if you go to a doctor's appointment. Oh my goodness, nurses have to wash their hands. They walk into the room. The first thing they do is wash their hands. How wonderful would it be to go, oh, wait, here, let me give you a little squirt of this to wash your hands with. I mean, think about all the places you could demo this. So satin hands, first product that is launching this month. Second product I'm going to share that launches this month are the new eyeliners and lip liners. Here's the eyeliners. We've got copper, hold on, copper, amethyst, and emerald. And emerald is like my old friend, whatever color we had in Mary Kay when I was a brand new consultant. Oh my goodness, it wasn't quite as metallic-y, but it was a green. Maybe it might have just been sage. These are such beautiful colors. They're waterproof. Again, a fun way to demo these is to put it on the back of your hand. Just draw some lines and all day long, wash your hands. Just try to get those things off of your hands as you go through the day. Maybe walk around, maybe if you have some local customers, give them a little test. Like if you're going to see them in the morning, go, can I go over and just draw a line on the back of your hand? Show me, like take a picture at the beginning of the day and at the end of the day. Have them post it on your Facebook pages. So lots of ways that you can get people's feedback on these liners, but these are so simple to put in your purse and carry around. If you're out to lunch and you see people in our little town, you go to lunch, you go to the grocery store, you see people you know, you see people you don't know. Say, can I just draw one of these on the back of your hand? And at the end of the day, you take a picture and tell me how it wore on your hand all day. Isn't that so easy? You could do this warm chatting with people. You could say, this is going to be the craziest thing maybe anyone's ever asked you while shopping at TJ Maxx. But I have this new eyeliner from Mary Kay. I'm a Mary Kay consultant, and this is supposed to be waterproof and not come off. Can I just draw a line on the back of your hand and take a picture? And at the end of the day, you take a picture and send it back to me and give them a gift for doing it. I mean, you guys, these little eyeliner pencils could be the ticket to new customers and new engagement on your Facebook page. I find, and you might find this too, when either I'm live or I have a picture of one of my customers on my Facebook page, I get the most engagement. Like they want that more than the cute little posts that we put up there. Like really, they would rather see us than anything. So, and then we've got, I'm not going to lie, you guys, well, we were sent the, what is this called? What color is it? The Violet Lilac lip liner. And there's also a tangerine, lip liner. It's not my favorite. I'm not gonna lie. I can't figure out, who would wear it, but it's you know who would wear it? Faith and I were talking about this today. So that's the tangerine right there. It's pretty bright and bold. Some people might like it. It's not my favorite. So I just have the Violet Lilac. You could carry your little catalog around and go, what do you think? Is this, and some people might see it and love it. And maybe I just need to see it on somebody that I love it on. But anyway, those are the two lip liners. Also waterproof, also amazing. I have the Violet on tonight with Toasted Plum over the top. All right, those are two of the products. Faith, take it away.
Excellent. Okay. The one that I want to start with is probably my new favorite. It is my new favorite. I said it, so here it is. Okay, this is it right here. It is the Dynamic Wrinkle Limiter. Now, this is from our Clinical Solutions line, from our Dermo Cosmetic line. People are calling it like the Med Spa line. That is not Mary Kay official. It's just what all the director friends are referring to it as. Love, love, love it. So I have been using this for probably about 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Okay. At 8 weeks is where you're going to see the largest benefit. But honestly, like, and I don't know if this was just Mary Kay excitement or legit, but I actually saw a change fairly quickly on. Even after like one or 2 days on it, I was like, dang, if I don't think I'm seeing these wrinkles like lightening up. It like it's diffusing them. So I have pretty severe between the eye wrinkles from my mom's scalp. Do you see my 11? I have an 11. Some people have 111, but some people only have a 1. And so you have a 3. You have the 3. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What choo-choos need to go choo-choo on. But we have a solution for it. So here's the dynamic wrinkle limiter. I'm going to give you some information on it. And a little selling tip, people are actually doing a skip the syringe party. They're doing a party specifically on a skincare routine to limit and eliminate these wrinkles. You've probably already seen some of the befores and afters of people. This product targets forehead, between the eyes, and crow's feet. So if you have sideways lines on your forehead, I have a lot of customers who are like, how do I get rid of this? How do I get rid of this here? I have two vertical lines here and here because I sleep really hard. And when I sleep, it creases my face. I'm like, what am I doing at night where I'm getting creases on my face? I sleep hard. I'm hardcore. I do everything hardcore. Okay, so it could be scowl marks. We call them expression lines because we don't want to be mean to our ladies. And it can also be these outer lines out wide on the eyes, like crow's feet. So this product addresses basically from your peepers north all over here. Okay. And let me share with you three of the ingredients that are in here that power it. French lavender extract, which helps minimize the impact of facial expressions, which cause those dynamic wrinkles. Electric daisy extract, which is well-known wrinkle relaxant, and rosemary extract, which helps minimize the impact of facial expressions, which cause those dynamic wrinkles. And so when you're as dramatic as I am, you're going to need this. Okay, so this is a targeted cream, and I'm going to show you real quick. Could you make me an admin so I can share my screen? I don't see a way to do that as of quite yet. Looking for something just popped up.
Not yet.
Did you find me? Okay, there we go. Thank you. I'm going to share with you the order of application. Can you all see that? Is it big enough? In the day, this wrinkle limiter goes after your boosters, before your antioxidant moisturizer. Okay. If you want, take a screenshot of this. If you don't have this already in your hot little hands. So daytime is we wash, we boost, then we do our dynamic wrinkle limiter, then we hydrate and do your daytime defender and eye cream. Then at night, let me see if I can, there we go. There's a nighttime process. Again, cleanse and do your eye cream and boost. And then this follows the boosters, okay? And then, I'm sorry, then you would do like your retinol. You do anything you do for your boosters and your other clinical solutions. You're gonna do your nighttime recovery, then you do this. So this, the way I remember it is whatever's loosest consistency-wise typically goes earlier. So we have the boosters are basically liquidy. Then your clinical solutions, your retinol, you want to get that on your face. It's a little thinner than the nighttime recovery, which is a thicker consistency. And then the dynamic wrinkle limiter goes right before moisturizer. So if you notice, the dynamic wrinkle limiter goes right before moisturizer every single time. Okay. So I'm going to stop share. So order of application, just put it on right before your moisturizer. And to apply it, you apply it very similarly to the deep wrinkle filler. There's your tip. And I would just do like a dot and a dot and a dot and a dot. And I have one little weird sideways thing right there. It's probably like a little, just a little line from like a scar or something like that, but I'm still using it. And you pat it gently in and you just give it a light layer. You're going to do just a light layer. It's looser than the deep wrinkle filler. In consistency, it's a little bit more, it's a little like a thinner cream. So you could actually put your deep wrinkle filler once that's dried on top of this and finish it out. That's how I was doing it. And so I was following that order of application that I had seen in the promotional materials. And holy Moses, did I not see a difference? And I do this regularly, and I still saw a difference. I was thrilled. I was absolutely thrilled. So, selling tip, have a skip the syringe party. Take that order of application, do the entire thing. Now, this is not something where, you know, like the microdermabrasion, you're going to feel 100% of a difference immediately. You're going to be like, oh, it's like obvious. This can take, it's a build up product, but I still love letting people use it because, like me, some people are going to see a difference right away. And for those that don't, well, that's okay. Maybe they are used to taking better care of their skin, or maybe they just aren't as observant, or maybe this will take a little bit longer to work on some people. But you can let them know that over time, that this is what the promotional stuff says. Over time, over an 8-week period, this is shown to be 76% as effective as widely used wrinkle relaxing injection treatments, which is why you see a gloved hand holding this like a syringe, but there's no needle. Oh my goodness, can I just tell you? I have had 2 friends after getting a certain injection treatment have horrible malformations. One, her eyebrow was up here for like 3 days. She looked like she was very inquisitive on half her face. And she had to go back in and they had to re-inject and re-inject to like loosen it up and get it to go back down. And then one of my friends had this horrible calcification under it. Looked like someone lifted up her skin, put a coaster underneath it and put it down. It was a solid, thick patch. And for 2 years, she went in to get injections to pull it down. I met her after she had this issue and she showed me her before picture. And I'm like, oh, honey, you didn't need to stick a syringe in your face. She was so pretty. And yet we all feel like we need so much work on ourselves, right? Well, this is actually a safer way to attack this than injections. So in my opinion, I actually did the math on this. If you get uber cheap Bobo, it comes out flush. Most women don't get the uber cheap stuff. They actually go in and just get the normal stuff. So with my sister got $150 injection. I shouldn't have called her out. I'm so sorry. A person I know got $150 worth of injections, and it looked nice. However, this is the same price with no trip, no appointments, no time in your traffic, and no needles going into your face with the possible ramifications of that. Would have been this exact same price, and hers was like discounted. So when you do normal or med spa versions, you're going to be paying upwards of $300 every, 6 months, maybe, if you're trying to stretch it on a budget. So I'm just going to do this. This is going to be how I do it. So there you go. So skip the syringe parties. Go through that whole order of application. Any questions on the dynamic wrinkle builder?
Faith, how long does a tube supposed to last if you use it morning and night every day?
You know what? The use up rate on the In Touch says, I believe 2 months, 6 weeks to 2 months. This is going to last me way longer. I think because I don't have like a whole forehead across, which some women do. So I think if it's a really dramatic case, you're going to have more you need to use up. Mine, I did 1, 2 vertical lines, 2 vertical lines, and a little dink. I don't need any around my eyes.
So you can't use it down here? Because I think I saw another director post it on like her lines on her lip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it was working.
The product material focuses on forehead. They have a name for this, like a globule, something. It sounds gross, so I don't use the word. And then the crow's feet area. So between eyes, forehead, and outer temple is what it is promoted as. But I have a little crease right here from a chicken pox scar that used to be small and now it's kind of creasing. So I'm using it on that and I'm loving it. And I'm also using it on Smile here. I don't have those lines yet, but I'm starting to notice them more. So I'm just getting ahead of the game. So I've been using it here and here. Oh yeah. And my tube, I've been using it for 2 weeks now and it's barely touched.
Yep.
So I think this is going to last, I'm guessing 4 months for me, for my needs.
I would agree.
Yeah. Yes, Erin Hildebrandt.
I just um promote. I've already been on In Touch doing all the research. So
Yeah.
there's a really good comparison chart because I really was questioning how this differed from
Deep
wrinkle
wrinkle filler.
filler.
Mhm.
And that I found a comparison chart that was really helpful between the booster, the wrinkle booster, the wrinkle filler, this product, and one other one, and I'm blanking on it.
Awesome. Wonderful.
So-
I love
so-
In Touch is full of this stuff. So please
Yeah.
go on and poke around. You can find information, especially on the dynamic wrinkle limiter already. So go poke around, go learn what's coming. And I'm curious if anyone has a skip the syringe party. That is what I am going to be doing for my in-person parties that are with adults. I have some teen parties, mom and daughter parties coming up too. But yeah, so here, this is the this is the lookbook that's going to be coming out, and it actually says skip the syringe. So that's a very natural skip the syringe party that you could do. Okay, the other new product I wanted to tell you about is something that honestly in the past had never interested me, and that is our fragrance. But my girls have gotten so excited about fragrance. And what I'm realizing is, as a new consultant, I didn't even bother because I don't like the smells. They give me headaches. Guess what? For some reason, Mary Kay's perfumes don't give me a headache. I'm wondering if I have like memories from products that are just not very high end, and I just assumed all perfumes would be like that for me. So this is our perfume. Let me show you the box. Here's the box that it ascends from. Lots of my products sing. And it's Mary Kay, If You Believe, which makes me want to sing, if you believe in life after love. But maybe I'm just the only one there. Okay. So look at this gorgeous bottle. I love it so much. This one, Lily told me this should be my new signature scent. It says, let me read you the info on it. It says, follow your dreams to a woody citrus floral fragrance designated to awaken your imagination and discover the wonder in every moment. I just want to buy it for that description alone. I love that though, because like you smell it, it smells citrusy, woodsy, and crisp, but with a floral, like a nice floral to balance out the woodsiness. And I love the wording that opening up your imagination. And it has the word believe in it. We just watched Polar Express as a family because as soon as Halloween's done, it's Christmas in my house. And it like really speaks to me this time of year. I think I just love that. It had the notes that you'll find are bergamot, which I have found in every bougie thing I have loved to smell lately. Bergamot, pink, I don't know how to say this. I'm so sorry. I was going to look this up and I totally forgot. Muget? Anyone know? I don't know how to say it. Is that it? I don't know how to say that flower. And sandalwood oil, which would give me that woodsy smell. So this is great. Now here is my selling idea for this. I have this in the works. I am going to have a fragrance party. I'm going to have all the bottles lined up and a little smelling jar, because not all of my bottles are something I want people are testers. Some of them are just for show. This is a tester, but some of them are like, no, I'm selling that. I have open testers of those. So a tip is to spritz some on a cotton ball, on a couple cotton balls, and put them in a mason jar that has a screw-on lid. Then anywhere you go, you can unscrew the lid, and it's a little smelling tester, and rescrew the lid on. That's how you make a scent party portable. So you get all those things, and I would make sure you label them. But at the party, if you're having a fragrance bar or a fragrance party, spread them out, because you don't want the fragrances to mix. what I love about this is then people aren't spraying them all over the place. So it's just like potpourri and no one knows which one smells like what anymore. Or when they spray a couple on themselves, you're like, we're all mixed up now. So when you have them on the cotton balls inside a glass, a mason jar with a lid closed, it kind of reserves its scent for itself. Then on your area, spread them apart and place a little bowl of coffee grounds in between each fragrance. If you have been to our seminar and sampled fragrance, you'll know they do this there. They have coffee grounds. Coffee grounds kind of cleanse your palate in your nose. That way you're ready to smell something fresh. Because, you know, if you smell one, smell another, it's all getting mixed up. So you want to kind of clear those sinuses. And so you smell coffee grounds in between. So a mason jar, a labeled mason jar, and then a little sampler container of coffee grounds, another mason jar with a different fragrance, a sampler of coffee grounds. I would recommend doing like what we do for a lipstick test panel, where you have all of the fragrances listed, and then you have them rated 1 to 10. And then you give them some good questions like, so I have, you know, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate this scent for you? And then they would give it a number. And then your next column could say, where do you think you would wear this fragrance? And then you could ask them, is it an everyday fragrance? Would you wear it on vacation to a wedding? Where would they wear it? Kind of get them thinking of when do I need to spritz this on myself? And the next column is, who do you know that would love this fragrance? Because sometimes they don't love it, but they're like, oh, that smells like Aunt Sue. Aunt Sue would absolutely wear this every single day. So they write that on there. And that gives them ideas of who to purchase this for as a Christmas gift. And then my final column would say, is this something that you would like to put on a wish list or take home today? So wish list has a W and take home today has like a check mark. And so they can indicate which one they'd like to do. So that's my selling tip for my fragrance bar. And I'll post pictures when I have mine coming up. I'm super excited to do this right before Christmas. And I'm going to get everyone's like fragrance for them this year. My daughters kind of are already hooked up, but I got to tell you, right now for teenage girls, fragrance is huge. The generation before, I don't think fragrance was as big as it is right now. Signature scents, getting like the I'm going to smell like this scent is really the rage right now. All of my girls have a signature scent inside and outside of Mary Kay. I don't make my children only purchase Mary Kay. I just purchase them the Mary Kay myself, and they have to buy all the other stuff themselves. But it's okay if they want something different, but they actually really like what we have to offer. And so they all have their Mary Kay signature scent. And my son, who is 12 and in 7th grade, just told me he would like to smell all of our colognes because he wants to start wearing cologne. So it's not just
Interesting.
So there you go. And I would include a men's section in your fragrance bar for sure. And I would my phrase for that is, what do you just want to hug? Which fragrance do you just want to hug all the time? And that's the one they should get their husbands or boyfriends.
Awesome. So interesting. Interesting. I'm going to take all these over to our girls' dorm. That's what I'm going to do. All right. Well, all of that, now that you know what's coming, I am excited to introduce our trainer tonight, Erin Hildebrand. Erin, I'm going to spotlight you. And Erin, you know what? I can't spotlight her. Wait. Yeah, Faith, I made you the host. So can you spotlight Erin? I've given you control. Erin has worked very hard, really, since you were a new consultant to create a system for your customers. So I'm going to have Erin share what she does for her customers, what she's learned, and because every year Erin does such a great job of really evaluating what she did the year before, making tweaks, and then looking at what she did so she knows what she might want to change in the future or keep. Erin maxed out double credit last month. She's very strategic. We usually, in the past few years, we've had double credit, and Erin is smart. She holds her customer appreciation event in the month we have double credit. Like, That's a no-brainer. So, Erin, first of all, congratulations on another amazing year, an amazing weekend of customer appreciation. And thank you for being willing to share your tips tonight. So, take it away.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, so I've been in Mary Kay since December of 2010. So I'm coming up on my 14th anniversary. I have probably done a sale probably 12 years, 12 or 13 years of that time. I elected to do a sale because that fit my lifestyle better at the time, and honestly a lot of my customers. So I do not do an open house at the holidays. So my original strategy was to have a holiday sale. Over the years, I have had some holiday during my sale, but honestly, it mostly is customers stocking up or trying things that they would not try because they're 25% off, and I don't give 25% off any other time of the year. Even as a hostess, you don't get 25% off. So it has morphed into a customer appreciation sale. Is it always the fourth quarter of the year? Yes. Mainly because that can help people out if they are already thinking about holiday. So I have traditionally waited until October 1st to decide when my holiday sale is based on what the company is doing. If it's double credit month in October, which traditionally it has been, I will do all I can to cram it into that month. I think there's been 1 year that I haven't been able to do that due to scheduling. And otherwise, it will be October or November if it's not double credit month. My customers have come to know that I have the sale, and if it's late, so for example, last year I did it, I think the weekend of Thanksgiving, and I had a lot of customers reach out to me and ask if I was doing my sale early on in like November because they hadn't seen anything from me. So they definitely count on it, and I had toiled with the idea of not doing it this year. Just because I didn't feel that my sales were as good the last couple of years. And so I was like, well, maybe I just won't do it. Well, I'm glad that I decided to do it. Not only did it help me max out double credit, but I had record sales. My previous record was around $4,000. And this year, I did, this year I did, before discount, I did 42.57. So I beat my own record for best, and I had almost 50% sales on the postcards I sent out. So the beginning part of my strategy, the beginning part of October, I decide if I'm doing my sale and then what weekend. When I first started out, it would be one day, midnight to midnight. Over the last couple of years, I've changed it to a whole weekend. People's lives are busy. My life is busy. It's actually less stressful for me to do it over the course of a couple of days versus one day. It still gets busy the start of the sale and the end of the sale because people are busy doing other things in the middle. So it gets really busy. But when I did it on one day, people would still send me their order because they were afraid they were gonna miss out or forget. And so I would take the order. So it was kind of like I was already doing the full weekend. So now, like this year, literally morphed into 4 days versus the 2. So the beginning of October, I decided I was going to do it. I was going to do it the last weekend of October. I went back and forth because it was Halloween weekend. People have other things to do, yada, yada, yada. But honestly, like that's when it worked for me. And if people want the discount, they'll figure it out. So I sent out postcards. So I pulled down my customer list from InTouch and went through the customer list, and I eliminated a couple of different groups of people. One, I eliminated anyone that had not ordered from me over 18 months. So they aren't, that means they're not a regular ordering customer, so they aren't entitled to the sale. And then I eliminated my VIP, which they're a separate club. So the VIP gets a discount all year round, and that's better for them. So they are not, it's not applicable for them. The sale is not applicable for them. So I pulled them out. That gave me about just over, I think it was around 71 or 72 postcards that I sent out. So I just print them. Mary Kay used to have cardstock postcards. I had bought a bunch of those, so I just make my own, print them off, label them, send them out in the mail about a week and a half before the sale. This year, I think I did a little bit earlier because there's so much junk mail with the election that I was afraid people were not going to see it, even though it's pretty in pink and something fun versus the other junk that we're getting. So I did send them out just a little bit earlier because I wanted people to make sure that they got them. And then, so that was the Tuesday or Wednesday before the sale, which was, my sale was the 26th and 27th of October. Then I prepared 2 emails, and those were ready to go with all the people that have emails with me. So it was a reminder that the sale starts on Saturday. So I sent that out on Friday. I had that ready to go. So literally Friday morning in between my meetings for work, I just opened up my computer, went to my email and pressed send. And then Saturday morning, I have already 2 scripts, one for, holiday sale begins today. It's good through tomorrow midnight. Friendly reminder. So that took probably 20-25 minutes because I don't have Project Broadcast and I don't have Scipio. So I use Mary Kay's app, copy and pasted that in, and then just sent it to all of the people that were on the list via text. So then I just kind of leave it alone. I monitor my email. I have a whole spreadsheet, which I'll go through in a moment. And I just keep that close to me. Or if I'm getting orders, I will make sure that are text, I will make sure that I mark them as unread in my phone so that I remember them. If I have questions, I will contact the customer as soon as I get or try to contact the customer as soon as I get the order, just so I can make sure that I understand what they need. And then it also gives me an opportunity to talk to them and upsell if I can. And then Sunday, I send out my second email. Already have that ready to go. So get up Sunday morning, send out the text or the email. And then Sunday nights around 7 o'clock is what I target. I then send out a text to all those that have not ordered so far. It's already scripted. Again, I just use Mary Kay app, copy and paste it in there and then send it to the people. So it's somewhere between 10 and 20 minutes at that point because people have already ordered. So that's kind of my strategy. I will take orders earlier. So I know people start getting me their orders like Thursday night, Friday, and then I take it through Monday. But they have more than enough time to get me their order, and certainly enough reminders that I don't accept anything after Monday. The other thing that I do, especially if they're a regular customer, if they've ordered within 2 weeks of the sale, like for example, I didn't decide until late that I was going to do the sale. So I think it was the second weekend in October. I had several regular customers order. And so I said, hey, just for your awareness, I decided to do my sale this week, in 2 weeks. You've ordered within that 2 weeks. Do you want to add anything to your order to take advantage of the savings? And everyone said absolutely. So that gave me an opportunity to upsell as well. So I do that out of courtesy because they're obviously, if they've just reordered all their stuff, they're not going to order on that day. Any questions on that portion of it? No? Okay. All right. So then what I do is because I've pulled down, and let me bring this, let me share. Right here. Can you guys see that? Okay. So what I do, like I said, I pull down the customer list from InTouch, I make changes, And then this is my whole list of customers that I send it out to, okay? And then I track how they ordered, so if I have to go back to it or have questions. My mom also helps me out putting stuff onto InTouch, and sometimes if she's here, she'll help me fill orders, so this is really helpful for her as well. But I find, I figure out how I got the order. So if I have to go back to it, I put if it's going CDS or not, because that helps me in figuring out what I need to order versus have to just send via CDS. And then I put in order requested. So I put in how many, what the product is, and then I do a gift with purchase if it's over $100. And I will say that 2 years ago, I put a minimum of $50 to get the discount, because I would have people order a mascara and get 25% off mascara. No. So I did a $50 minimum, and that has helped tremendously. So that is also another upsell opportunity for myself, because if they're really close, like I had a couple of customers that were like $42 or $48, they're like, oh yeah, I'll add this, or I'll add this and this. So then the order becomes like 60 plus, which is nice. And you're selling more items. So I do that. And then if they're close to 100, because you have to spend 100 to get the free gift. If they're close to 100, I'll also let them know and say, hey, you got $8 until you hit the $100 mark to get a free gift. Do you want to add anything to your order? And almost all the time they add. This year, my free gift was a hydrating lotion. I really try to give, I used to give section 2 product. Now I give section 1 product, because I get credit for that. And I try to keep that expense low, but I've been doing this for so long. A lot of the stuff that's on the not cheaper side, but on the less expensive side for me, I have already done. I've done foot cream, I've done hand cream, I've done eyeshadows, I've done lip balms, lip scrubs, all that. The other reason to do a section 1 is because then if they like it, they can reorder it. So you're giving them a product that they can reorder from you and is in regular line, which is really nice. So this year I did hydrating lotion. It was $18, $9 my cost. Most of my customers ordered well over $100, and they're loyal to me and they appreciate me. So I can certainly appreciate them one time a year with giving them a nice gift with purchase. So then I do the requested order. I do the total products ordered, number of products, because at one time we were tracking that. I do whether or not the receipt's complete, order filled, delivery, and paid. This helps me keep track, because right now I have a stack of stuff everywhere. My order just came in yesterday, so I haven't been able to deliver a lot of the product, and I have it sitting everywhere. So and then I have it calculate the before, the after, the discount, the shipping, the total, and then my gift with purchase. And I total all that up on the bottom. So then, and I put in any comments that they might have for me, what I owe them, if there's a new credit card or whatnot. So you can see I sold 178 products. 48% of those that got the postcard ordered, I sold 42.57. Here's my sales tax, here's my total discount, here's my shipping after total, and then here's what I spent on my gift with purchase, and then the tax that's not recoverable. If I get other orders that aren't part of the sale, I just threw those down here, which is what happened. So that's what those are. So to help me out, I shared this file with my mom on Google, which that's the first time we've done this, and it worked out really well. And she started putting these orders on InTouch for me. So then I don't have to spend time doing that. And then once I get the products, I can spend time figuring out what products I needed, because I did this at the end of the month. And although this year we had a few extra days, sometimes it's the last day of the month and I have to figure out what I need to place that night. And that can be kind of stressful. So this allowed me to figure out what I needed, and she could do all the receipts for me and figure that out. And then all I needed to do was pull down the receipt once I had the product. So I pulled over the course of last week, I pulled all the products that I needed for orders. I had submitted my order and then they arrived yesterday. And so I just had everyone's order sitting here in my office. And then I started filling them last night and today. And then I can start deliveries and reaching out for payment if they haven't already paid me or told me how to, like if they have credit card on file, oftentimes they'll just say, charge the card you have on file and we're good to go. So that's the stage that I'm in right now, but this is how I track it. And it's very streamlined for me. It's very easy and, makes the day a lot less stressful. It is a lot to track. Like I said, Sunday night at 7 o'clock, people are done with their day. They're done with dinner. They're settling in for the night, getting kids around. And I was super busy Saturday morning and actually Friday afternoon, Saturday morning, and then Sunday night. Like I had started dinner and had to turn my dinner off because I could not get to dinner because everyone was like, oh, I want this and I want this. Oh, what is this? And then the other thing that has come out of this is that I had a couple of customers that didn't know what they wanted, or I kind of asked a few questions and they changed their mind. So they ended up coming over and, a $55 sale turned into a $150 sale. And another customer, she went from ordering a foundation just to get to the 50, she ended up spending over 100. So that, I had those appointments last week and I think I have one more this week that I need to solidify a customer's order. So that helps too. It gives you a reason to talk to customers and then help them make sure they get the right products that they want. Any questions on that part of the process?
So good, Erin. So good.
I have
Yeah.
a question.
Sure.
Erin, did you, besides one-on-one interactions with your customers, did you end up promoting anything or any product information going out, or was there any specific demos or anything involved in this?
No. So, but I will say so for example, I had one customer whose daughter likes the botanicals and she asked me, what's the replacement for that? I told her what it was. And I said, I have samples and I can drop off samples to you. And, if you let me know within the week, I will honor the sale price. And initially she said, sure, that would be great. So I got a packet ready to go with all the information and was going to drop it off. And then she ended up ordering and she's like, it's just too difficult to do the sample thing. So just order it. And if she doesn't like it, then we can exchange it. And then another customer did ask for CC cream samples. And I told her as long as she let me know within the week, I would honor the sale price. But outside of that, no.
And I don't know if this is something that is in your capacity of like what you can handle in a weekend, but did you do anything with referrals for new customers? So, or is
I
it
did not.
customer appreciation?
It was a customer appreciation. I will say I've asked my customers, certainly a missed opportunity. However, my customer base is not giving of referrals. And I'm not sure why. I have tried that a couple of different ways and a couple of different times, and I get very few referrals from my customer base. Even though they love me, I can't figure that out.
So good, Erin. So good. Excuse me. I love your systems that you have. I love how well you take care of your customers, I love your boundaries that you have on what you do. I remember the conversation when you were like, I got to bump up this discount. I need to put a boundary on it, like 50 and above gets this discount, not a $5 or an $8 eyeshadow. So what I hope everyone is taking away from this is number one, the excellence that Erin has put into her business. Like you don't just say, I want to have a sale and sell $4,000 worth of product and it just happens. Like you can't just put a quick, like, I'm going to do a sale and put it on Facebook and I'm going to get, in my group and I'm going to get all these sales. It takes intentionality in this, and what you may do this year can grow over the years. So thank you, Erin, for modeling that for us. And I wanted to just help all of us remember, like right now on Monday, November 4th, before you go to bed tonight, look at your November calendar. what do you want from this month? What would you like to have happen? What have you taken from tonight's training, whether it's new product ideas, selling ideas, or Erin's ideas? What do you want to put in place? What do you want to take advantage of with the guest events that we have? But it's deciding, I'm going to do this at this time, and this is the effort I need to put into it. These are the steps I need to put into place to make it happen. And those are strategy things that if you're like, okay, I want to do this, but I don't actually know all the steps, that is where a coaching call with Faith or I, that's what we do. Like, our job is to help you go, okay, let's take this, what you want to see happen, and break down the steps for it. But you can take an elephant and eat it one bite at a time, but you want to think about it tonight. You want to think like, what do I want to have happen? When do I want to have it happen? So you can put some things in place, and you absolutely can. There is, like, I love, Erin, that you said at the beginning of October, you decided, all right, I'm doing this at the end of October. And then once you had that date, you could back up what you wanted to have done and you could put it all in place. I love, Erin, that you modeled how you did this while working a very busy full-time job. Like, okay, in between meetings, I'm popping this email out and I'm going to get this out there. Like, none of it happened accidentally. You were very intentional about all of it, and you reaped the benefits of it. So congratulations. Thank you. You are one of the high achievers that make us all 15% better by being in your space. So thank you, Erin. Really, really appreciate you.
Thank you.
We are.
Let me know if you guys have questions, like once you start to process and mull over your November.
Yeah, use the Voxer group. Hop in the Voxer group, ask Erin a question, because when you ask it there, then we can all hear the answer. So you might go, oh, I have a question. And so use that space as a space to, like, oh, I have this idea. What do you think? Or what would I need to do? So we are really good together. We're really good when we throw an idea out there and work on it together. Well, I want to do one more thing before we wrap up tonight. Actually, I have two quick things. I know we're a little bit long, but I do want to get all this in tonight because it's important, because next week it's going to be almost the middle of the month and we need to talk about all this stuff. So I want to invite Amy Croft up on the screen. And Amy dedicated her weekend last weekend to attend an event in Michigan. It was a fall retreat in Michigan. And I wanted Amy to talk about why she invested in time away from family, away from getting stuff done that she needs to do for her classroom as a teacher, to invest in herself and her business. Why did you do it, Amy? And what's one thing that makes you go, I'm so glad I did that?
I did it because I've been feeling stuck. I've been struggling the last couple of months with trying to fit Mary Kay into everything that's been happening with soccer and volleyball and everything going on. I needed a break. I needed to kind of get away from, I love my family, but I needed to kind of get away from my family and being a mom and just be a Mary Kay consultant for, even though it was just one night, it was just nice to get away. I actually, to be completely honest with you, I was thinking, what the heck did I get myself into? Because it happened at the end of a crazy time with wrapping up soccer and volleyball and all that stuff. And then it was Halloween. And as a teacher, not only did we have Halloween at school, we had Halloween that night with friends. And so to get up the next day and go to work and then come home and really quick throw stuff in a bag because a friend of mine was driving over and then we're heading up to Birch Run, I kind of wondered what I got myself into. But I am super glad I did. So it was fun to get away for the night. One of the Angie Carter, she's from Jackie's unit. So she and I, she came to my house and we drove up together and ended up rooming together and we had a blast. We talked the whole way up there and then we talked the whole way back and we had a lot of fun. And it was just nice to reset and to be like, okay, so I can get in my pink bubble for a little bit and then figure out all the fun stuff to do and then get ready to come back in. And re-entry is always hard. But then get back into it and feel energized and be like, okay, it's the best time of or best time of the year, with it being the holidays. And I have a lot of awesome ideas to implement, and I'm excited to get started.
Awesome. You know, Amy, you have over all the years you've been in Mary Kay, you have been so consistent in attending events. And I don't think it's a surprise that you are still working your business in the midst of such a busy life. I think those events have played a really big role. Your commitment to seminar, your commitment to to fall retreats and January jumpstarts,
Mhm.
like those things keep you going. And I wanted to highlight you because number one, thank you for making it happen, because it is hard to do that when you have a bunch of stuff going on. So thank you for doing that. And number two, I just can't emphasize enough what a big deal it is that we just need it. We need to be in this space where we can
Mhm.
build. So thank you for doing that. It's so isn't it just like when you get to be in a hotel room with girlfriends, like, I mean, you don't even really need anything else, like just some time to laugh and have a great time together. So thanks for making that happen, Amy.
Yes.
All right. Well, Faith is going to close us out tonight with one last idea. If you're like, I'm so busy in November, when would I do all these things that we talked about? Faith is going to share one final idea for the month of November that you can put together quickly and generate some sales and customers and maybe even some new team members. So wrap us up, Faith.
Awesome. When Amy said that she soccer and she's running all these places, I was like, exactly. I have 4 kids and 3 of them have been in sports for the whole, and we're just running all over the place. And so one thing that has been a blessing for me, especially now that basketball season is starting and we're going to courts all the time and I'm sitting in bleachers, I bring a basket with me wherever I go. A tisket, a tasket. Faithy brings her basket. And they're just little things that people can gift right away. That is a gel mask and charcoal mask. They come with this. These are just little towels wrapped around a printable that are on our Facebook groups, little like Christmas printable things. We've wrapped, this is our our apple and almond body shower gel and lotion in a little tub with some bubbles. Just little fun things. We got these at the Dollar Tree, and little globes, and we just put some fluff inside with a little product. It's little things that'll fit in little stuff and easy to carry, easy to give, easy to explain on the go. Easy to remember your prices. Here is the lotion with socks. And sometimes when the year's socks are run out, I just go to the Dollar Tree and get some more. Or jump on Amazon and get some more socks, and I just add it to my little packages. Love, love, love this little cutie pie.
Oh, so cute.
This was a big hit last year, so I had to do it again this year. Little bow ties with a little, and I just grabbed these on Amazon, and I do a little bit of an upcharge because I'm adding product to our product. So I take our product, and maybe it costs me another $5 to do the wrapping, so I add that in to the cost of my products. But a little basket like this, and I will tell you that I sell a couple $100 worth of product each season out of my basket. I bring it with me when I go into the bank, and I've made sales in the bank. I've bring it to me. The courts are where I normally make a lot of my sales, because we're sitting there for an hour and a half watching our kids go. So, and there's lots of like tweet, timeout, whatever. So people are always like, what'd you bring this time? So actually during the season, I'll swap out what I bring, and I'll ask them, hey, what do you guys want to see next? So sometimes I'll have a skincare theme. Sometimes I'll have a makeup theme. Sometimes it's more giftables or fragrance or whatever. Sometimes it's a little bit of everything if I just want to hit everybody. And I have had someone who at the beginning of my business said, Faith, I know how direct sales work. Just so you know, just never call me. I will not be a customer. I love you, but it ain't happening. And I was like, she kind of like smacked me in the face with a no, and I didn't even ask her yet. And I was like, okay, don't ask Miss X to if she wants to try a sample of something. Well, she saw my temptation basket in the stands, and sure enough, she comes over and she goes, "Do you have any lip gloss?" And she has now 2 years in a row purchased Christmas presents for her teenage daughter from me at Christmas. She will not try a product, but she'll buy them at Christmas time. So a little temptation basket can go a long way.
Awesome. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. We're ready. We're ready to kick off this month. I would encourage you, if you're watching the recording or if you've gone on In Touch and you're looking at all the fun ideas, or you listen to some holiday hotlines and ideas, pick one idea and invite guests to our guest events. Like, just
Oh.
start there. Start there.
I forgot to mention when I was talking about the guest events, Beth and I have put together a little idea for you all. Anyone who books 2 guests for Beauty Bingo, or 2 guests for the skincare class, is going to get it's kind of a little fun thing we were deeming as some social bling. So we are going to make a big deal on social about anyone who books 2 guests for either Beauty Bingo or the skincare class. Okay, but you have to book within the week. Let us know who your guests are in advance, and you will get some social bling from us. If you book 2 for Beauty Bingo and 2 for the skincare class within this week, from now until next week, and let us know who those guests are, and you're going to get double social bling, a little upscale social bling. So we're going to make a big deal out of you who are putting your energy and your effort into our group events, because we love it and they go so much better with when we all band together and bring lots of friends. So who wants to see what in the world social bling is? Well, go find 2 people to come to our events and you'll find out, and you're gonna love it.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, ladies, thanks for sticking around a little extra long tonight. Have a great, great week. We'll see you back here next Monday for Beauty Bingo. Thank you for volunteering, and we'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.